Okay, so I'm here because I want to talk to you a little bit about new staff orientation. I've got some great hot tips for you, as well as there'll be a download that I can share with you for 7 tricks and tips, but tricks to look for new stylists. That's really new stylists or staff. So in new stylist staff, if you're interested in getting that, just contact me and I'll send it to you. But today what I wanted to talk to you about is the process of the new staff orientation. So I found that when I was hiring a new person, I found that it took me about 3 or 4 of my personal hours on the first day just to get them through the process of, okay, here's what we do for this, and this is what we do for that, and here's where we go for that, right? So one of my business mentors, Brandon Dawson, he said, listen, if you mimic and you model what you're doing, then you can create that again and again and again if you video yourself doing it. I thought, oh my gosh, that was brilliant. So now what happens is I have my new staff, right? And they're hired and they come in, and then what I do, just like the big brands, like if you were to work at Google or Amazon or one of those companies, what they do is they take you through a video training. Like if you went to work at Starbucks, they don't teach you one-on-one how to make all those drinks. They put you through a video training. And it's very brand created, and it's very specific to what it is they're teaching or showing a brand new staff on orientation. So, you know, they give you a YouTube channel or a connection to something, some sort of system. And then what you do is you watch the videos. Okay, this is how I'm going to get paid, and here's what I do if something, you know, something happens. Here's who I go to, right? And here's the process for my job, right? Here's how that goes. Right? Then there's another video, and there might be some downloads or worksheets. Well, at the end, what you end up with is an employee who's happy, who understands what's happening at the company. Then they're ready to do their job better. They end up asking less questions because they have more clarity, and these videos they can rewatch. So if they have any questions, they can always go back and refer to them. On my last, one of my last hires that I had, because we did have to hire a bunch of new people after we came back, and you know, finding good people is hard. Everyone is saying that. I'll help you with some ideas on how to do that and how you can find some new staff easier than spending thousands of dollars on ads, right? But I'll give you some hot tips there. But also in the training and the orientation of a new staff member, if you have a process that's more consistent and syncs with your company's values, you're going to end up with a culture that is more in sync and who is going to follow your brand's values and culture. Does that make sense? Because, you know, with me, the last person I brought on was going to tell you, you know, it took me like normally hours and hours and hours to like bring somebody in. Here's how we do this. Okay, and then there's that, and then there's this. And sometimes I would forget things, right? So what I did is I created the process, and then I videoed the process, and I created, you know, a PowerPoint slide that I'd talk over. I'd do an actual video, right? And I got some downloads and created some PDFs. But you know, at the end of the day, it really saved me so much time. The last person I hired that I put through this, it ended up saving me about 3 to 4 hours of my time that I normally would have taken them through this. So I don't know how much your time is worth. I know it's valuable. And what happened was something really amazing that I didn't realize is the byproduct of having a training system in place to send someone through in a digital format creates a consistency in your company. But also for the other people who didn't come through something like that, it flushes out inconsistencies, and it will also help fill in the holes with them. So there's a couple of wonderful kind of byproducts that happened when I went through this process of creating this. And if you want to know more about how I did it, and you can book a strategy call with me and I'd be glad to help you. But I have been able to locate some amazing resources, and of course I had to feel comfortable videoing myself and had to learn some editing and some simple software stuff. But besides all that, it has created a wonderful efficiency, especially as we've hired new people. It's taken that valuable time off of my plate. But the other thing it's done is makes it able to put this on to another supervisor, right? So if you've got another supervisor or manager, here, this little hat, right? This is your manager, right? Then they can oversee this process with your new hires, and you don't necessarily have to be the one who does it. Now, what's great is that you can have oversight. There are software out there that allows you to see that the trainings are done, right? How much time they spent on the trainings or whatever, and how many minutes they spent in the videos. So you can see if they like go through it too fast or if they didn't get all the information. So there is definitely like, there's a way to get accountability with your orientation too. But what I find is people who come to work in our company who do value the position that we're offering them, like they want to learn like exactly how we do things, how we work through stuff, you know, what are our service standards. So with this process, I've been able to really come up with some great solutions, and it's been a massive time saver, massive time saver. So I wanted to share this as an example of something that you could do to be proactive in your business if you're a salon owner, and figure out how you can model and mimic what it is you're doing, right? And if you need any help, just reach out. So I hope this helps with you today. I love to share useful information that I come into and things that are helping me as a salon owner or a hairstylist. And I love to find ways to make my life easier and also to be more efficient as well as saving money. It's really about saving time, isn't it? And we all are very in tune with how valuable our time is right now. And anytime I see something that is really working, then I do like to share it with other people in our industry. So if you want to know more about this and the process that I'm doing, then grab a time for us to chat and just send me a DM or something, and we'll set up a time to do a strategy call or just go over whatever it is you need. So I'll also give you the download. I have a PDF that you can have that's 7 things that you can do to help get more staff applications for jobs at your business.